live, baby. First live stream.
Yes, sir. What's up, people?
What's up, everybody? Let's give us a countdown.
It is. So they can hear us, too.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Nice.
What up, what up? What's going on, people? Welcome back to, well, the first ever live stream of Bourbon and Blunts. We should be live right now on Bourbon and Blunts and Digital Slang as an added help.
Yep.
It's your first live stream, bro.
This is the first live stream, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous right now.
Are you nervous right now?
I'm a little nervous.
And since you're nervous, we'll just switch the cam over directly to you so you can see. You're going to see a little delay probably on yours. It should show up on yours.
Yeah, there's definitely a little delay.
Yeah, there
on
it
mine.
is.
Oh, my God.
There it is. Look at that mug,
That's
everyone.
Right.
So your first live stream, bro.
That's right. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty confident.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
So welcome to Bourbon and Blunts. We upload at least twice a week. We're trying for more eventually.
Yeah, but we have full-time job, multiple jobs actually.
And shout out to the 9 people in here right now. Why are the comments not coming up? Oh, there we go. Trey, I can hear you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming through, Trey.
All right.
Purge Tactic. What up, man? How you doing, Purge? And who else we got in here? Dino. What's up, Dino?
Oh, Dino, my man.
Dino, we were just talking about you. I just saw your text message about the cigars. And this guy right here was saying that we need to get you on the podcast like ASAP.
Yeah, I definitely, Dino, I definitely want to talk to you, buddy. You seem like a really interesting guy, and I think we'd have a really good conversation.
Yeah, so we need to get you on here, Dino. And look, the cigars, much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you so much, pal.
Yeah.
But so before we even continue, we do have a new bottle of bourbon that we just kind of unleashed, well, in the last episode, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, we just shot a video podcast, which I'm going to upload today. Or actually, probably not today, since this live stream is going on right now. Shout out to the 13 of you in here. Mary, what's up? Hi, guys. Love from Ireland.
Oh, man, Mary from Ireland.
What's up, Mary? Oh, yeah. So go back to this.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to Amy, who is a listener and subscriber to the channel and to the podcast. Sent us a beautiful bottle of bourbon. It's called Proof and Wood. This is a 25-year-old distilled bottle of bourbon. And what? A smoked oak, or no, charred oak barrel. And I will say it is very, very smooth. Little bite on the beginning, very smooth after.
Yeah, so shout out to Amy for sending this bottle over.
So
very, very expensive bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. And we're going to pour a little bit here as we get started.
Trey Foster, what up? What up? How are you? And if anybody, Dino says definitely come on maybe next week. Let's do it next week, Dino.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that works for me.
We are down. And shout out to everybody that supports the podcast. We have had a lot of love. I get messages all the time, even from people that I grew up with, like that they just love the podcast, which is surprising to us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Considering I didn't think anybody liked it. Cheers, buddy.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
But you can find us on YouTube now, of course, as you can see here, at Bourbon and Blunts. Where else?
Let's see. Spotify. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Where else? Basically anywhere where you can listen to podcasts, you can find us. And now we're on YouTube. And this is the first live stream, so really, really excited.
The first live stream, yeah. And if you want to support the podcast, we do have some supporters already. I would never ask this, but it does help us continue to do it. You can support if you go on to Spotify. The link on the YouTube channel, on the Bourbon and Blunts channel, there's a link to Spotify. You can support. We do have some supporters already, from anywhere from 99 cents a month to $9.99 a month. It would be much appreciated.
Yeah.
Or, just supporting and listening like you guys are doing is enough, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about with this live stream, and maybe we can get some of the viewers, some of your input. One of the hot topics today in our, I guess, the world is climate change. And, I saw this article. And let me just bring this up real quick. I saw this headline. I thought it was kind of hilarious because some of the things that I'm seeing on Twitter is I'm watching a lot of videos. I send you a bunch of stuff on Twitter sometimes. It's all from this channel called Clown World. it's freaking hilarious. I think anyway. And one of the things, some of the videos that are on there is basically climate change activists, especially individuals that are trying to stop the use of crude oil, right? So in automotive, manufacturing, all this sort of stuff. So a lot of these activists basically line up in the street and stop traffic.
By the way, Dino says Proof is an excellent bourbon. Great choice.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is top notch.
By the way, Dino, we finished your bottle.
It's
really good.
That was really good. Too.
Really good. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, man. So I saw this article and I kind of wanted to talk to you about it because this is something that you and I haven't really talked about at all is climate change and all that sort of stuff. So the headline is from the Telegraph. It says, "I'm a London liberal and I hate you. Cyclist tells Just Stop Oil activists." So the first thing before we kind of get into the article a little bit is what's some of your thoughts on climate change? And do you think
I might come across as an asshole with
that's
this.
okay? It's okay.
Like,
Listen, we're just bullshitting, buddy.
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
Why don't you give a shit?
Because I just feel like by the time this shit has an effect, it's going to be a really fucking long time. I think World War III will happen before climate change has an effect on our daily lives.
Okay.
Like I think wars, multiple wars, not just World War III.
Yeah.
Like multiple wars and whatever, Armageddon, zombies might come before before climate change has like a real life-changing effect on us.
Do you think that we should be pushing for a cleaner future?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
And how do you think that should be done?
I think it's being done already with electric vehicles and I mean, I don't really put too much fucking thought into it, to be honest with you.
Okay. Right. And so why don't you put too much thought into it?
Because I don't think it's going to affect this generation or even next generation or even the next generation.
Or I bet I could go one step further and venture to say you don't really put too much thought into this because you're a fucking blue collar guy.
Yeah.
And you're worried about doing your daily
fucking
day,
getting my shit done today,
right? Going to work, coming home, doing what you gotta do, taking care of your responsibilities. And I feel like a lot of the people that are really pushing this, what really seems like some type of agenda in some type of way. I could be wrong.
Everybody has a fucking agenda.
Yeah, it's just like I'm like, man, like it seems like a lot of elitists that are maybe doing that.
It's funny that we're talking about this because when I left the gym today to come home to do this podcast,
right,
there was a group of people outside the gym with a table, for Greenpeace.
Oh, okay,
yeah, waiting and just trying to get money from people.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, when I watch some of these videos, let me give some of my perspective. There's definitely climate change that is happening. There's no question. When I listen to a lot of climate change professionals, I get to hear both sides of the coin.
Sean P, what's good, bro? Sorry,
buddy. I hear both sides of the coin where it's happening at this exponential rate, and there's going to be this. If we don't do something now, within the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to be a cataclysm. And then I hear the other side. It's like, well, yeah, climate change is happening, but it's nowhere near the rate that what a lot of people are saying. So I'm wondering what I'm wondering. I'm like, is our politicians using this as some type of weapon against the masses, just like they kind of did in certain ways with COVID? Is this maybe some of the thing where they're instilling fear in people's minds in order to divide people? So that's kind of some of my thoughts with it. But
I mean, in some way, it's all about control, right?
Right.
It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. It's all about control.
And I'm wondering if they're kind of using this as some type of control. Hey, if you're on the live stream right now, why don't you leave some comments? What's some of your thoughts, and we can kind of unpack a little bit of that.
Yeah, I like you're right. I don't think about it too much because I own a business. I'm fucking working, or I'm worried about YouTube. Like it's one or the other, or I'm trying to work out. Like, I don't really have time, which might sound like an asshole thing to say, but I don't think it's gonna, like I said, I don't think it's gonna affect this generation, next generation, or even the next. We're gonna be in war before, like there's gonna be some life-changing shit for everyone that happens before.
I mean, banks are still selling mortgages to people that want to live on the beach.
That are gonna
you know what
broke.
I mean? So, but what I'm saying is, like, if this is such a major catastrophe, Well, then if water level is going to rise so much, then why do mortgage companies still give mortgages to people that are on
because they want to collect their loot.
Yeah, but if
they're betting on something going wrong.
No. But if you're getting loaned a mortgage,
yeah,
they want you to succeed, because if you don't succeed, that means they're not getting their money, and they're holding an asset that they don't really want to hold.
Yeah, but they'll get that insurance money. Whether something good,
they're not getting. You're going to get the insurance. You as a homeowner get the insurance money. They don't get the insurance.
Sure,
money.
But you're still going to have to pay them,
or you don't.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Then you declare bankruptcy.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Or foreclose on whatever. So that's my point. So if this is such a major thing, then mortgage companies aren't going to be lending people to want to live on the beach. The other part too, there's a lot of big push for the US to go to zero emissions by, I don't know what the date is, like 2030 or 2035.
They'll never hit the date.
Right. But my point with saying that is, even if we went to zero emissions, and I've looked at some statistics on climate and the biggest producers of emissions in the world, even when we went to zero emissions, it has something like less than, 2% effect on the overall world emission.
Look at Sean's comment.
Hold on, I'm a little lagged here on my side.
You're on there. It's there.
Where is it at?
Right there on the screen.
This?
Look at your body on the screen.
Oh,
this is his first live stream, people. His first live
sorry,
stream.
Buddy. Sorry, Sean. I couldn't see it. Maggie doesn't believe in climate change. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Listen, I don't support that either. It is legit. All I'm saying is, I just don't. I just think it's being weaponized. Is what I'm saying right now.
Weaponized is, I think, a stretchy term.
You think so?
But they are using it to fucking control shit.
Yeah, but I just love that. I fucking love this article.
Randall Geek, what's up?
And I'll kind of dive into it a little bit. So again, I encourage people to check out some of these protesters that the Just Stop Oil protesters, who are basically blocking, in the streets, blocking traffic, people trying to go to work, people trying to carry on with their day, and they're just fucking stopping everything. Let me tell you something. If I'm on my way to work, I have a mission to do. And if you're fucking sitting there blocking traffic, telling me to stop driving, the only thing that I want to do
is kill you,
is get out of the car and fucking strangle you.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So again, the heading is, I'm a London liberal and I hate you. Cyclist tells Just Stop Oil activist. So I kind of like what the article had to say, and I kind of agree with this cyclist. So it says a cyclist and self-described North London liberal berated Just Stop Oil protesters on Monday, saying, "I hate you," and accusing the activists of hurting the green cause. Putting the group's public relations problem in stark terms, the commuter told the slow marchers who were blocking traffic, "Everyone hates you." This intervention was applauded by onlookers who appeared to be similarly frustrated by the road blocking march down Holloway Road in, I guess that's Islington, North London. Across the capital on Monday, Just Stop Oil protesters blocked streets to highlight their demand for the government to stop licensing all new oil, gas, and coal projects. Footage of the Islington's confrontation shows the cyclists reprimanding the protesters, saying, "Everyone is just trying to go about their business, go about their day, and you are fucking it all up for us. You might feel better about yourselves, but all you are doing is harming the cause because everyone hates you." And I'll just kind of stop there. It kind of goes on a little bit more, but that's basically the gist of it. And when I was thinking about that a little bit more, I was like, yeah, I'm just a normal citizen just trying to freaking go.
This fucking citizen. This guy with his citizen. He calls everybody a citizen.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Which is fine. You sound like a cop, though.
Yeah, well, we got to read Dino's comment. I just want to finish this thought here in a second. I'm just a normal guy trying to go about my day, and you're really fucking up for me.
Yeah.
I understand you have a cause, and it might feel good to you,
but don't push your shit on me.
But you are freaking messing my day up,
I agree.
And you're not going to suffer the consequences of this. I'm going to suffer the consequences.
But you want to make them suffer the consequences.
I want to make them suffer the consequences.
Read Dino's comment real quick.
All right, so Dina says, "I spent about 20 years in the energy sector. It's so complex, you almost can't blame people that have a narrow view of the result." Fossil fuels on the environment. Yeah, and honestly, Dino, I didn't know that about you, and when you do come on the show, I want to talk to you more about that, because I feel like this is very, very nuanced, and I don't think most people, including myself and Slang here, I don't think we really have a strong understanding.
I That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
I don't
fact.
think we
It's
have
a
a strong
fact.
understanding. And I don't think most people have a strong understanding of what, the climate crisis really is. Are fossil fuels here in America really impacting the global emissions? I think what a lot of people do is that they read a headline and they think they know everything from based off that headline, and now they're going to be
Well, they're just assuming most of the time.
I would say so, and
Yeah.
I'd venture to say most people never actually spend any time reading any articles, let alone any books on a subject, to really have a full understanding, or at least a decent understanding of a topic, right? But this is something that I've been increasingly more interested in, which is climate change and how, emissions here in America and then also the world, how this affects everything. And, I'm definitely interested in talking to you more about that, buddy.
I want to get to the rest of the comments.
Go ahead, bud.
Real quick. Barry Johnson, dang, I am working. I will keep you guys on in the background. Barry, much appreciated. For those that don't know, check out Barry's YouTube channel, A Dope Creator.
Thanks, Barry.
Purge Tactic. I work in the fossil fuel market. So Purge, what are your thoughts on that? If you are in the market, what are your thoughts? He says, keep fossil fuels. I like my job. If that's the only reason,
Right.
if that's the only reason, then
I respect. I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah. And by the way, Slangcast coming back. Slangcast is coming back. So I got digital slang.
Oh, okay.
Slangcast is coming back. Digital slang is going to be moving very soon to only earbuds and phones, because my phone videos do better than any video I post.
You were telling me that.
Yeah. So it's going to be mostly phones, and then new audio products. Everything else, microphones, all audio mixers and shit like that will be on Slangcast.
Let's see. Trey says protesters should inconvenience people in power, not the. Thank you, Trey. Agreed. So he says protesters should inconvenience people in power, not the average Joe that is going to work. Every hot topic is a political weapon. That's what great point, man. I mean, Trey, this is something that I kind of think about a lot. It's like I see so many people fighting with one another, just general people, just like you and I, fighting with one another. And I think, like, why are you fighting with each other? You literally have zero power over any of these decisions, and you're sitting there fighting with one another, ready to rip each other's heads off over something that neither of you really have any control over, besides how you conduct yourself and the way you go about your life. But really, definitely should be freaking fighting the people that are in power that actually have the decisions. But it really seems like the people in power are literally like the puppet fucking masters, man, and manipulate.
That's what they're trying to be. They're trying to be puppet masters.
It definitely seems that way, and this seems like another one of those topics that.
So Sean P says it's all about the money, but the oil companies will not allow the complete cutoff of fossil fuels.
Say that one more time.
It's all about the money, but the oil companies will not allow the complete cutoff of fossil fuels.
And the way I understand it, I don't think we have the infrastructure set up in order to really go 100%. I guess zero emissions.
No, not now.
Not now.
No, we're far.
I think we're far away from it.
We'll be dead before that happens.
I would definitely agree. Oh, maybe not dead. Maybe you will be.
I mean, you think I'll be dead in like 5 years.
Well, you're an old man. You're like 90 years old. Just look at you. Like a criminal.
Brian was good. Brian, thanks for coming through.
So Trey also said a good solution is renewable energy to help humans, animals, ecosystems. That being said, I'm slang. I don't care.
Stevie says, yo, slang. Hello, everyone. By the way, for those that are just coming in, I appreciate all of you guys coming through. We appreciate all you guys coming through. But go ahead and drop a sub on Bourbon and Blunts on YouTube. We are streaming right now on Bourbon and Blunts. Yep. We are streaming on Digital Slang. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook, Digital Slang Media Group. And we are also on Facebook on my personal profile, streaming right now, just to push Bourbon and Blunts out there right now.
I also the way I understand fossil fuels and electricity too, in a way. And anybody who's listening or watching, please comment, because I could be completely wrong with this. I'm pretty sure electricity is a secondary energy source, and you need to utilize a primary energy source in order to manufacture or to create electricity for the masses. So what are some of the primary energy sources? Well, the primary energy sources, to my understanding, are fossil fuels, coal, things like that. So, I think the companies that are manufacturing like electric vehicles, all that sort of stuff, or, some of these renewable energy companies are actually using primary energy sources like fossil fuels in order to manufacture some of those alternative energy sources. So if you know anything about that, please leave a comment. Dino says cheap fossil fuels are the lifeblood of emerging markets that can't afford green energy infrastructure. Take that away and you kill growth in second and third world nations. Absolutely right. So where does most of the emissions come from? They come from second and third world nations, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, a lot here still too, though.
I don't think it's that much percentage-wise. From a percentage-wise,
if you're comparing it to the rest of the world, you're probably right, but we still have an abundance of it.
For sure. But I don't know what the exact statistic was, but it was like when you take away, if we went to 0% emissions, literally from the world standpoint, it would only reduce global emissions by like less than 2%.
You're talking about the U.S.
The U.S. Yeah. So that means you would have to get the two biggest ones, which are essentially China and India, on board, which I don't ever fucking.
It's never going to happen, dude. It's never. The oil companies will never let that happen. There's too much money being made in that sector. Like that shit will never happen. Those people have to fucking die off, and the people that come after them need to have a totally different mindset.
Yeah. Well, I think the name of the game is to make money one way or another, right?
Always. And people are greedy as fuck.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Here we are. Trey says a good solution is renewable energy.
Yeah, I read that one, I think.
It would help humans, animals, and ecosystems. That being said, I'm with slang. I don't care.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
Maya, what's up, Maya? How are you, Maya? Thank you for the bottle. We are live right now on all platforms right now. And this audio only, of course, will still be uploaded on podcast channels. And shout out for the bottle. Maya, we are 2 glasses in.
Yeah.
2 glasses in.
I can't do it anymore.
No, I'm good.
I'm done.
This is like 100 and...
It's like 107 proof or something like that.
102.3.
Oh, 102. Oh, there you go. I was a little off.
And it's good.
That's damn good.
It's good. And I'm done. I'm done. And just think, I'm going to shoot a YouTube video after this. So
you are?
The YouTube video that you guys see coming up, I'm going to be a little tipsy.
You are going to be. I can tell you're a little tipsy right now.
Because I'm high, too.
And you're smiling a little bit extra.
I don't ever smile.
You don't smile.
I fucking smile. Fuck all you guys.
I tell you what. You know what? This is the most I've ever seen you smile in my life.
It's because I'm feeling good.
You are feeling good. You don't look like a criminal when you smile.
That's fucked up. It's true. And we got multiple cams. Now, look, we have multiple cams and multiple angles coming. We're going to do a whole fucking setup on here. So I have the Sony A6600 as the main camera. We also have camera number 2, which is a Sony ZV-1F. And I have another ZV-1F coming in tomorrow for a 3rd camera angle.
Nice.
So we're going hard with this podcast.
Yeah, buddy.
Going hard.
Dino also says, I lived on Wall Street during the Occupy Wall Street movement, a classic case of getting upset at the wrong people and not understanding how the financial system actually works. Yeah, that's something else I've been pretty damn interested in lately, especially as, a lot of debt ceiling talks happening right now in the federal government. And the more I start understanding as far as our financial system, I guess it can be a little bit more complicated than people actually realize.
100%.
And, when it comes to fossil fuels, I mean, this is basically what it seems like our entire infrastructure has been set up on. And for us to completely switch to renewable energy sources within the next, I don't know what Biden wants to do. I think 2035. What's that way? By 2035, I don't really foresee that happening, considering we don't have the infrastructure set in place. We did talk about something on the last or a few podcasts ago before we started the YouTube channel. How I know off the coast of New Jersey, they're doing solar energy. Or no, I'm sorry, wind energy. Right. So now you also have
that shit is everywhere.
It's everywhere. But what's so interesting is that you had environmentalist groups. So you had the renewable energy people that were like all for it, and then you had the other environmentalist groups talking about how the sonar is like killing whales and all that sort of stuff. So it was like all this infighting going on. I guess at the end of the day, you're just never going to be able to satisfy everybody, right? And it really seems like to me that, yes, climate change is happening. And yes, we do have some type of role on it. But in America, it seems like that role is very, very minute. And even if we did go to zero emissions by X date, I don't think it's going to have a global impact on the world. The other part of that is it's easy for people in America, baby,
just with the M.
America.
There's no A. America.
And I want to say, I don't want to say all people in America, right? But I just say America in general because we are a very affluent country. If you live in America and you make, I don't know, over 32,000 a year, whatever it is, you're top 1% wealthiest in the world.
In the world, yeah.
It's very easy to say like, oh, everybody should be, green and go renewable and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's good for if you have freaking money. But what if you don't have fucking money? And what about all these individuals who live in America and are just getting by? Oh, all of a sudden, you want them to buy a fucking electric car?
No, look, week to week is a big fucking problem. I would say most people in America live week to week.
Paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. I would agree with you,
absolutely.
Dude.
Maya says, take it easy, smoke some. We got a bunch of comments here.
Okay, go ahead. Let's read some.
Dino says, the only plausible renewable energy source is tidal energy. The limitations of the storage of electricity kills most renewables. Storing electricity is probably a big problem. Can't be that easy to do.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
Just to store it. Purge says, yes, that dude doesn't smile much.
He does. He's smiling today, though. He really is.
It's because I'm feeling good. This 25-year-old whiskey.
Yeah, is getting it. WebDriver Torso. This is not pre-recorded. This is live right now. I don't know why it's delayed on their end.
It's always delayed on my end on streaming. So I have like you're on Bourbon and Blunts right now?
Yeah.
Right, on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So you're only seeing the comments of people posting that are watching on that channel. I'm seeing all the comments on StreamYard. That's why I tried to invite you in here before, because Sean P got a comment that says, you are correct. The infrastructure is a while away.
Yeah.
I'm on a trip right now. It took me 5 minutes to get gas as I watched the Tesla drivers sit and wait for 30 to 60 minutes to fill up.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. And I'll tell you what, Sean, you're right. If I always wanted to romantically, I think in my head, like, oh, I'd love to buy a Tesla. And I would. I think maybe one day, like,
one day
I could see that.
Or an electric car, like the Rivian or something
right,
else.
Whatever. It just seems like Tesla's maybe the best. But I'm an individual who is a very scheduled and on the go type person, and sitting waiting for an hour for my car to charge.
It's not only that, like when you drive an electric car, and I had a hybrid before, when you drive an electric car in the cold, it changes everything drastically. So say you have a mileage of, I mean, my hybrid was like 50 miles.
Right.
But say a Tesla is 300 miles. Right.
Okay.
But if it's cold, like really fucking cold,
right,
your mileage is dropping down to 250, 240. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
And charging it up. Who knows? So Mark says gas vehicles are ultra low emission now. The government trying to push electric vehicles because many parts come from China and they get kickbacks. Wind farm fan blades and solar panels from China. And that's where we were talking about money before. Like a lot of this goes back to fucking, how can I make money with this?
Yeah. And
if there's a way to make money, they're gonna cut corners. They're gonna fucking
conspiratorially, I'm like, oh man, I wonder. I'm all for people making money. First off,
of course,
I'm totally fine with that. But what I'm not okay with is people in power manipulating other people, manipulating the masses for their own benefit, and dividing people. And then the people who are, guys like Slang and I, that are on the ground, everybody out there watching and listening now, are fighting with one another over these topics. And it's like, look, we all want the same thing. We want to be loved. We want to have a roof over our head. We want food in our stomach. We want water, just the basic needs. At the end of the day, we all want the same thing. And we don't have the say one way or another. But the people in power, they have the fucking say.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't seem like there's enough pushback against those individuals.
It doesn't make a difference, I don't think. I don't think it makes a difference anyway.
I think it can make a difference.
Yeah, but you have to have you know how many fucking people?
Hey man, you know what? I don't know if there has to be that many people. I think there just has to be a small group that with a loud voice. I mean, think about everything that we see today, all this divisiveness. And I don't even think it's the majority of people that are screaming the loudest. I just think it's a small minority that's screaming the loudest. And it just seems like they get their way.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. By the way, Mark, and shout out to the 14 people that are here chilling with us. We are live on multiple platforms. If you guys can support the podcast, head over to Bourbon and Blunts on YouTube and just give us a sub on YouTube. And you can find us on multiple audio-only podcast platforms where we are on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. But Mark, I want to give a shout out to you. Mark, I know you are battling cancer right now. And I just appreciate every time you come through, man. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you in the chat all the time. And yeah, Mark is, everybody in here is always chilling with me on digital slang. So I'm just thankful you guys are here chilling.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
I hope you're feeling well, Mark.
Consultant says, just saw that it was 420 and decided to roll up and tune in. Thank you so much. The consultant, we have definitely a nice mason jar full of cushion.
That's right. Too. Web Driver says, where do you guys live? We are in New Jersey.
Yep. Web Driver Tours also says, damn, I wish weed was legal here in Russia.
Oh, Russia. Nice. Yeah. And that's what I love about YouTube. Yeah, we're going to talk to people all over.
That's pretty cool, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
He says, wait, is this pre-recorded? Yes. You answered this before. We are live right now on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah,
right now. Purge says, believe it or not, the power companies actually change ownership so many times from going bankrupt. In the last year, PSE&G is now called Parkway Energy.
Really?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Fucking, that's the company who does our electric.
Well, yeah. Why do I still pay PSE&G?
They probably are when they bought it, it probably became a subsidiary, or PSE&G is a subsidiary of the new company, whatever it is.
Stefan de Groot says, ho, ho, come. That's not English.
I think that's German.
I'm not sure what that is, but
definitely can't read it.
I can't read it.
Yeah,
I mean, thank you for the comment.
Yeah.
But, Purge says, sorry, Parkway Generation. I guess that's the new name. Stefan says, what is mile? Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a different language.
It is a different language. I don't think it's German, though.
You don't, what language?
I think it's like Swedish or something.
Really?
Yeah,
maybe.
If you guys know what language that is that he's talking, that Stefan is talking. By the way, Stefan, thank you for coming through.
Yep.
The consultant says, just thought that it was 420. You read that already. Jeremy says, just a way to charge more taxes for your carbon footprint. That's true, actually.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. What else we got here? Web Driver says, damn, I wish weed was legal here in Russia. By the way, shout out to Russia. Shout out to Putin.
Dude, you're going to get so much hate for that. You fucker.
I'm just fucking around. The consultant says, those in power are crooks and they have the media in their pockets. Even if you go after, it will never be reported and we will never gain movement. The opposite will occur, marking the movement anti-USA. What do you think about that?
The opposite will occur, marking the movement anti-USA. I don't know. Well, I feel like there's a lot of people already anti-USA here in this country now. And it's kind of a shame because it's like, man, you live in this country. It's pretty special. There's a lot of things that are fucked up about it, but
I still talk to many people that are not from the USA that are dying to or are just happy to be here.
Yeah, man.
Because of the opportunity.
Let me tell you something. I'm fucking happy to be here.
Still the greatest place on fucking
Dude,
earth.
I feel very blessed. I think we've talked about this before. I feel very blessed that I've been able to travel not only around this country a lot, but also around the world. And man, like I feel so blessed to be here. You know, I mean, a lot of other countries are pretty cool, have some pretty cool things, but man, it's nothing like this.
No, I've lived in another country.
You did. You lived in Mexico.
I lived in Mexico, and be thankful for where you are if you're in America. Yeah. As much as imperfect as it is, just, you know.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think a lot of people that are hating on this country are have never really traveled too much and never really got to experience what it's like to live in different places.
It's not the same.
It ain't the same, man.
It's not the fucking same at all. It's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Literally a whole different world.
Yeah. Yeah. And when I say like even myself going to other countries, like I've spent several weeks in other countries, not just like a couple days, just to like, and I still don't get the full experience of it all.
I mean, I was in
actually
Mexico
to
for
live
a year.
Right. You got the full experience.
Bro, I had ransom insurance because they were afraid I would get kidnapped.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can tell you don't look Mexican.
No, I don't look Mexican. But they not only did I have ransom insurance, they hired me a personal driver.
I remember telling me
because
that.
I was not allowed to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I would have been picked out.
Yeah.
But I saying all that, like it was the best fucking experience.
No, for sure, man. What a great experience of life, dude. What other comments we have?
Trey says, no doubt, still the greatest compared to what I've seen overseas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shrinking Sharon. Hello. By the way, check out Sharon's YouTube channel, another creator. She says, hello at Mods and Digital Slang. Hello, Sharon.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, so this is Jimmy's first live stream. Shout out to the 13 people still here. We've been streaming for 35 minutes right now. And what do you think of a live stream, man?
I like it. You know what?
The interaction is cool, right?
I really enjoy interacting with people.
It makes the conversation just fucking fluid.
Yeah.
Because it's easy just to read comments and talk about the comments.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And if people have any sort of insight, like, I mean, some of them, obviously Dino, I think Trey had some good insight. You know, some of the stuff I didn't know, man. So I'd love to talk more about this because it's something that I'm very interested in. And I think it's something that is very in the forefront of our society today, and what it really seems like our government is pushing. And I'm just like, all right, I like the idea. I just don't know why you're pushing this all of a sudden. You know, all of a sudden it just seems like this is what we're talking about now, baby. And it seems like this is like another divisive thing that is in our society, and I'm a little concerned about that. So,
Sharon says, "Hello, Jimmy."
Hello, Sharon.
Edwin, what's up, Edwin? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. We got Jeremy. Hey, Sharon. Everybody's so nice and polite. BJ Perry, what's up, BJ? BJ, this is my guy right here, Jimmy. We are live here on a bunch of channels, as you know, because you're here. But BJ, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for coming through. Shout out to the 17 people here chilling with us right now.
Yeah.
First live stream, we will be dropping a video podcast. We recorded one before this live stream. So
we did.
That shit, and it was a good one.
It was a pretty good one, actually. Do you want to give a little synopsis?
It was all about self-love.
Yes.
And we unboxed this beautiful bottle of whiskey right here.
Mm-hmm.
Very expensive bottle of whiskey. Shout out to Amy again for sending this over.
Yep.
And we've had so many like donations already. Like Dino sent us over an incredible bottle of whiskey. This is a great bottle of whiskey. I have another bottle of whiskey over here that we're going to talk about on a future episode.
Yep.
That somebody did send to us.
Yep.
We got cigars coming in. Like,
yep. I got my cousin who just started. Him and a buddy just started their own. They just got their grower's license here in New Jersey, as a matter of fact. So we got other guests coming on.
He'll be on this weekend.
He'll be on this week.
Dino will be on next weekend.
Yep.
I got another creator, Darren, the creator, will be on. I think in a week or two. I got to set it up with him.
Cool.
My buddy Al wants to come on. He's a big time whiskey and cigar smoker.
Nice.
So we got a bunch of guests coming on, and some will be in studio, some will be live, like you see here on StreamYard.
Yeah. Anything else, dude? You want to talk about? You want to wrap this up?
Paul says, "Y'all do weed."
Paul, yes, we do,
I mean,
good sir.
Bourbon and blunts, my friend.
Got a whole mason jar full.
The jar right
well,
here.
not full anymore.
It's not full anymore. But yes, we got some more comments coming. The BJ says, I clicked on the video and heard you say shout out to Pooh. Yeah.
Oh shit! I knew you were gonna.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm sure I'll catch some heat for that, but it's all good.
Oh, you definitely will, dude.
Sharon is, see, this is what I like. Shout out to everybody. Mary says, we were told before that by 2023, no more diesel cars will be available. We still have them, so maybe Slang is right. It's it's so far off.
Yeah.
2023 is now.
Right. Well, I'm pretty sure California just passed some type of legislation talking about no more gasoline vehicles manufactured or bought in the state.
Yeah,
by
but
X date
but think
or
about the
something like that.
timeline on that, right? The timeline on that is going to be years off.
No, but they're putting a date on it like within the next, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. Something
but that's
like
what I'm saying.
that.
That's 5 to 10 years.
But dude,
from
then
now.
it's not that fast. Could you imagine? Okay, you're already getting mauled in California by super high taxes, all this sort of shit, homeless situation. You're just a freaking blue collar dude or gal trying to get by in life, and now all of a sudden, like, you can't even buy a fucking vehicle that has gas anymore, and now you're forced to buy a $70,000 electric car or whatever it is. I don't know how much electric vehicles cost, but I can imagine they're
expensive.
Yeah, I think they are.
I mean, a nice Tesla is like 45, 50 grand.
Oh, it's not that bad, I guess.
We got a bunch of comments coming through. A lot of comments.
Should
I love when people comment.
Should we continue reading the comments?
Hell yeah, son.
All right,
son.
I got to mess with my chickens.
What? He's got a farm, by the way.
Yeah, I want to set up automatic water and feeder for my chickens.
Maya says you two are supposed to be the first people who donate to your own podcast. We do. We weren't the first.
We weren't the first, but we do donate.
We do donate. We both of us donate $9.99 a month.
That's right.
To the podcast. And if you guys want to donate, not that I'm asking for it, but it would be nice.
Yeah. You can go on Spotify and donate that way.
Spotify, you can support the podcast anywhere from 99 cents a month to $4.99 to $5.99. 3 different options on there. Mark says producing electricity creates pollution. The electric grids are already overtaxed. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
It is true. It is. BJ says, I live dead ass between Jim Beam and Buffalo Trace. Can be at either distillery in less than 5 minutes. Nice.
Dude, that's a sweet setup. I bet you those distilleries are probably pretty freaking beautiful too.
We've talked about this before. Like I've drove through Kentucky before.
Kentucky's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it is. A lot of land, land, right? And I drove through there and just I never went to a distillery there, but just seeing the signs, like every road I was on, you would see a sign for like Jack Daniels or any kind of like whiskey distilleries. And it was cool to see. Like, it was cool. I liked it. WebDriver says, laugh my ass off. Why do YouTube deletes me dissing the president of my country? Can't even say his name. Effing Voldemort. YouTube. I mean, who knows? We might get this fucking checked for my Putin comment.
Don't get it checked.
Well,
I don't know what that means, though.
Who knows? Shrinking Sharon says hello to everyone. Hello, Maya and Mary. BJ says plenty of bourbon in Kentucky. That's a fact.
Damn right. Damn right.
We love it. Right. Everything is going up. Everything is going up, Sharon.
Yeah, so I want to set up an automatic water and feeder. I'm going to catch water off the roof of my chicken coop.
Get yourself a tower, bro. Like, build a water tower.
That's what I'm going to do. I got a 55-gallon drum.
Okay.
Put on a platform. I'm going to catch water out off my roof. Goes into the barrel. And then from the barrel have a pipe that comes down. And then they have these cups, right? That are like automatic, like
a filter?
No, not a filter. But you know how like they have some bowls to where, I don't know how it works essentially, but they drink, a dog or whatever, chicken in this case, drinks out of it. Yeah, and then as it gets low, it fills back up.
You're giving water to the turkeys and chickens, whatever the fuck they are.
Chickens,
the birds.
Not turkeys. Yes.
The goddamn birds that get eaten. I don't have they turkeys. Get attacked and eaten and slaughtered.
Yeah, my dog just killed 3 of them the other day.
Your dog killed 3 of them the other day?
Not all in one day, but yeah.
And you get fucking attacked by foxes and shit.
I had a massacre not too long ago.
A massacre. He had to put one down because it was.
Yeah, she was eating out.
Yeah.
Not
bleeding out.
Bleeding out.
Yeah. That's sad.
It was sad. Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, something that I'm definitely interested in with see what happens in the next couple of years. And part of the reason why I'm so interested in, my dad's a truck driver. He's been driving truck for over 50 years, and this is something that could affect him. Who the hell knows?
I can help you with that, bro. I used to work for Rainsoft. I was a fucking service tech for a water softener company. Like, I know how to make clean water.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What's that have to do with my dad?
Well, it doesn't. It has everything to do with you catching water from the fucking. If you want clean water for your chickens.
Oh yeah, they're fine. They're good.
BJ says, well, that will definitely save on the water bill.
I have a well, thank God. So
that's funny. But we've been streaming now for 44 minutes.
yeah, let's I say we wrap this joint
Yeah,
up.
and shout out to the 13 people still here
Yeah.
listening to two idiots
Yeah.
talk.
Yes. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, Bourbon and Blunts. You can find me on Twitter, Jimmy the J. You can find him, digital_slang. And we just got on Instagram, Bourbon and Blunts on Instagram.
Yep.
Check us out there. And, I think that could be it for today, buddy.
Yeah, if you want to support the podcast, audio only, we are on all podcast platforms, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you're on an iPhone, we are on every podcast platform for audio only, video only on YouTube, of course, at Bourbon and Blunts. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. And you can support the podcast by donating monthly. You have to go to Spotify for that if you choose to do that. If not, it's all good. And that's it.
That's it. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for listening and watching. Talk to you next time.
Peace.
Bye.